Hey everybody, Mark Verzal here. VIB Buyer System. I'm going to go through my slide deck with you today. And you know what? If you're sticking around to the end of the video, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button for all my new videos that are coming out. And at the end, if you leave a comment, and you're going to want this is a freaking killer. You want to keep more of your buyers? I'll send you a copy of this slide deck, and you can customize it however you like. So stick around. Here we go. You're going to love this. It's going to work like a charm, and it's going to put you in that top 1 or 2% of agents out there. So let's do this. Valuable consumer benefits. Now, you don't have to do all of these. These were done within brokerage that we were allowed to do it. You're going to have to check with your brokerage and see what you can do and can't do and how you can offer them. But here's some of the stuff that we were doing just to give you some examples and some ideas. So again, in a slower market, if we can't negotiate a minimum $5,000 off the purchase price, we're going to give you a $1,000 gift certificate. Is that going to separate you from the rest? What if your market is right now gone down so fast that the people are $100,000 over asking price? You can change that number and say, hey, we're going to negotiate a minimum of $20,000 off the price, or we're going to give you a $1,000 gift certificate. Like, isn't that amazing? They're going to think you're insane and you're the best realtor on the planet. So buyer 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like your home in the first 12 months of occupancy, we're going to sell it for free. Because guess what? They're going to buy another house. There's a little bit of hair on that one, hence the little asterisk right there. So talk to me and I will get you a copy of what we were using for that and how that one worked. So 90-day home warranty when using our recommended home inspector. So I had a home inspector that literally was giving 90-day warranties. And I mean, need I say any more? Who's doing that? Not too many. And you know what, guys, if I'm off base here and there's stuff like this out there that you're already doing or whatever, throw it in the comments. I want to know. And if I've made a mistake in the video somewhere, something that can be done better, or I'm a little bit off on that, throw your comments in. It's all learning and education for all of us. Just don't be a dick about it. I'm totally kidding. Of course you wouldn't be. All VIP buyers get a written VIP buyer cancellation guarantee that allows you to stop working with us if you feel that we're not living up to the promises that we make. And you can put that in your own words. Like, once they cancel, you have 30 days to work with them still, just as an example. So it's just, you're just giving them so much value and sitting back, making them feel like there's no obligation to buy down here, right? So there's no obligation to buy, and of course you want them to, but maybe somebody's not looking for 3 months or 6 months or whatever. You want to make them feel relaxed to be able to work with you, okay? And you want to beat out the other agents because you're the one that they want to work with. Let's get rid of that objection of, you get the odd client that comes out and they're like, yeah, you know what? I have 2 or 3 agents right now that are, that I'm working with, and whoever finds me the right house, I'm just going to work with them. Well, you're going to get rid of that right now by doing this. So trying to work with multiple agents is a terrible idea. Here's why randomly calling agents with listings is going to cost you money. So when you put it in terms of losing money, it's usually going to put things into perspective right away. So listing agents owe a duty to their sellers to negotiate the best price at the best term. So again, randomly calling agents with listings is going to cost you money because the listing agents have a duty to their sellers, and it's a fiduciary duty like a lawyer to get the best price at the best terms. Therefore, how are they going to do that for you, right? So it's a conflict of interest for the listing agent to negotiate the best price for the seller and for you, the buyer. That's why you need somebody on your team that's looking after your best interest. There's huge benefits for you having a buyer's agent represent you. So this is just getting rid of that objection of dealing with one agent, because you're the best agent out there to work with. So there's types of agency. So two primary types of relationships that exist between real estate agents and their clients. Seller's agency, where the agent obviously represents the seller and owes a fiduciary duty to the seller only. And then obviously the opposite of that, the buyer agency, where they represent only the buyer. So you probably know that the agents can provide these services, setting up a search, arrange property showings, provide some property data. You know what? And that's where it ends if they're not really your client, or you don't have a fiduciary duty to them as their client. So only a buyer's agent, so once they sign that buyer's contract, only a buyer's agent can protect the interest at all times. And what does that mean? I'm only representing you. I represent the buyer on all MLS listed properties, plus foreclosures, plus new homes, bank properties, auctions, for sale by owners, contractor built sale properties. I can represent you on any of those. And they're like, really? On new homes, you can help me? Absolutely. Do I need a buyer's agent to buy a new construction property? Absolutely you do. And then you're going to explain why. Advertise and disclose to buyer all matters, even if it means pointing out reasons not to buy, because I'm working for you. So I'm not going to try to, you're buying anyways. Why would I push a house on you that isn't going to fit your needs, or has a cracked basement, or there's a problem with it? And I'm like, oh my God, oh yeah, you have to buy this property. I'm going to have to sell it again one day. Why would I want to do that? And then I'm going to go, hey, who sold you this property 10 years later because you forgot? You shouldn't have bought this property. It's got all these problems. Who was your agent? You were. Oh my God. So you don't want to be in that position, right? So you can prepare a value study or a CMA for the buyer, which they don't know that you're going to do that. And you're going to go, once you are ready to put an offer in, I'm going to prepare a CMA. We're going to see how that property is listed, because it's really hard to tell sometimes just by looking at the property and then go home and go, hey, what do you think? Is this a good deal? Is it a bad deal? We don't know. Let's take a look and see what's sold in the last month or the last 3 months, so that we can do a comparable and see if they're over market or under market, or where it's going to come in. We're going to keep your financial capabilities, your thoughts, and your willingness to pay more for a property totally confidential. Obviously, it would be stupid if I told the seller's agent, well, they can afford more and they're willing to pay more. Why would I say that? So as a matter of fact, it's my fiduciary duty to keep that private for you. But if you're only working within a seller's agent, and you just call that seller's agent, whatever you tell him or whatever you're thinking, he can tell their clients, and he's going to. Structure offers and promote and protect only the buyer. Negotiate home inspections, repairs, occupancy dates, and buyer credits and costs in the buyer's favor. And all my fiduciary duties and obligations are all owed to you. So some of these things they're going to know, some of this stuff they're not going to know. You are absolutely reinforcing it with one of these slide decks, and they're getting a visual, and most people are visual on it. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.